So, what do the words judgment, aging, and selfishness have in common? Well, stay tuned for this week's podcast and you'll find out.
Pour yourself a glass of wine and get ready for this week's edition of Drinks at 6.
Welcome to the Drinks at 6 podcast, guys, where we sit and drink wine and chat about anything and everything that matters when you're in your 40s. So why don't you sit back, pour yourself a glass of your favorite wine, don't forget to whip off your bra, and leave any judgment at the door, because today we're going to talk about some awesome topics. So Monica joins me today. Monica and I are the Drinks at 6 podcasting partners, and we're sitting in the new Drinks at 6 podcast girl cave. What do you think?
I love it. It's so pink.
It's pretty pink, eh?
Yeah.
I know, but we have cushions, we have chairs, and most importantly, we have wine. We have a wine station here.
It's we are missing bacon, though.
Oh, we are missing bacon. Okay, from now on, we should make bacon our podcast snack.
It will be. I
know.
think so.
I love chocolate, but seriously, we're down here, no one can find us. I kind of think that we need to go with the honest to God, guilty secret snack.
Yes, exactly.
Bacon.
Okay,
and maybe fried onions.
Yeah.
Fried onions.
Fried onions would be good.
Okay.
If somebody presented you with a beautiful platter of dark chocolate from Belgium, and on the other platter was bacon from Metro.
Okay, totally.
What would you go for?
So, whatever happens in the girl cave stays in the girl cave. Well, when we open the fabulous curtains to the girl cave after, if no one could smell the bacon wafting upstairs, I'm totally going to go for the bacon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great. This is why we're friends. This is why we're doing the podcast.
Because we like bacon over chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth. But no one can see, right?
We are Leos, so.
Yeah. Okay, that's
okay.
Good. By the way, I think that we're going to kick off the podcast with the gossip bousquet. Are you okay for red?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good for red.
So I hope you don't mind the liberty of already pouring you one. It's a Cab Sap, and it's my favorite. It's like my warrior wine. I have my weekend wine, and I have my warrior wine, which is actually my weekday wine.
Yeah.
Also known as Hobo wine, because it's a cheaper price point. But for $12, this is the best.
Oh,
anyway, nice
Jacqueline.
heavy Cab Sap.
I love it.
So cheers.
Cheers
to our podcast. All right, so Monica, I want to talk about we've got 3 topics coming up today, and I think that they're all equally interesting, but just curious, because some of these are going to require a certain level of honesty.
Uh-oh.
Maybe we don't ask people to leave comments in the box. So first, I want to just sort of give our listeners an idea of what's coming up. One topic that we talked about earlier, and we're going to talk about again today, is judgment.
Judgment.
Even though I said leave your judgment at the door, we're going to talk about judgment. Because, we're bombarded with messages in the media that we shouldn't judge, and, we should sort of embrace ourselves, etc., and, we're all equal, blah, blah, blah. But how realistic is it to expect yourself not to judge people? Why do we judge? And are you a judger?
Of course not.
Okay. So we'll get
Shut
to that.
down.
Okay, and that's the end of that topic. Second thing
How
I want
could you
to
ask me that?
I know, I didn't mean to judge you. The second topic that I want to get to later on is aging. In previous podcasts that you and I have done with the team on Cocktails and Conversations, we had a great conversation about aging. And are you racing or embracing your age? Are you racing from, the signs of getting older? So I think we're going to talk about that too. And I think that's really timely given that you refuse to wear glasses and you clearly need them.
This only happened 2 months ago, people. Fast decline.
It is rapid when you hit 40.
Yeah.
So, and the final topic is, it's on the topic of being selfish. And there is a difference. I'm not going to say, is there a difference? There is a difference. There is a difference between putting yourself first and being selfish. So what is that difference, and how do you think people get that confused from time to time? So I want to welcome everyone. This is our Drinks at 6 podcast with Monica and Jacq, and really glad that you joined us. And anytime you want to jump in or anything you want us to talk about, or even come on the podcast and chat with us, you would love the Girl Cave. So leave a comment in the box below and let us know, and we'll get in touch with you. You can find Drinks at 6 podcast on Stitcher, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, YouTube, where you likely are now, and drinksatsix.com. So, okay, let's kick it off. I think...
I have a question for the audience before we kick it off. Just out of curiosity, is anybody out there using Periscope? Not that we want to do that in the girl cave, but...
No, we do not want to do that.
We don't want to do
what
that
if you
with
get grease
bacon
from the
and...
bacon on
Okay.
Periscope? No,
I'd love to know how many women in their 40s, you know, or 50s are even using it, because it's an interesting platform, but
yeah.
Anyways, that
it's
was
cool.
just a little...
It's great for, like, you know, if you want an on-the-site broadcast, you know, here I am at this event, you want to see it live, you can channel in through... People can tune in through your Periscope, see exactly where you are, what you're seeing. I think it's a really cool...
Yeah.
I think it's a cool vehicle to use. I like it. I have it on my phone, but I have to admit, I haven't used it that often.
Okay.
And I'm still...
You don't want Periscope in the girl cave?
I do want Periscope in the girl cave, but I'm still trying to get my head around Snapchat. And I'm, you know, my favorites right now, I think both of us have agreed that it's like Instagram for sure.
Oh, yeah. Love Instagram.
Yeah.
That'd be great to hear from people what their favorite social media platform is.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think that, you know what, if you've got some great shots that you think that are relevant to our podcast or things that remind you the great things of being 40, why don't you hashtag us at Drinks at Six in your shots? We'd love to see them. So we're not going to Periscope today because...
we don't want to be judged.
We don't want to be judged.
No.
And I already took off my bra, so I think maybe if you don't mind...
You can't tell that you took it off.
Oh, you're such a good liar. Thank you. Let me just pick my boobs up off the floor and let's start podcasting. Judgment is an interesting topic for me because as holier than thou as I try to be, like, I eat kale... and that's it. I eat kale. I think, hey, I eat kale. I'm pretty great, right? Like, I'm better than most of my friends. But I'm not going to lie. Like, there are times when I judge people. Situations where, first look, I judge them.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know it's really bad. But I know that I'm being judged too. Like, is it really honest to say that, you know, just because you hit a certain age or you're enlightened or whatever, that you're not going to judge anymore?
Yeah, you know, I think judging is part of what makes us human. And I think a lot of times we do it because we're trying to work through something in and of ourselves. So, you know, a judgment for me would be going to an event and seeing somebody that's thrown an outfit together and not look presentable. And I think, what are they doing wearing that schleppy outfit in here? Couldn't they find 10 minutes to pull themselves together? Mm-hmm. I hate that about myself. As much as, you know, I love to get dressed up and all that stuff, I would way rather be in my PJs and a ponytail, no makeup. Like, yeah, that's where I'm most comfortable. Most people are, because you're tired. But, you know, it's like, I feel like whenever I judge somebody, I'm truly just judging myself. I'm, again, picking on something about myself that I don't like. And I'm putting myself on a pedestal, almost like, oh, I would never do something like that. But what I really want to say is, I wish I could do that and not care. Yeah. Right?
Well, I totally agree. Like, I think that, you know, I heard once that when you're checking out something on someone else or you're kind of passing a small judgment, it's usually, like you said, it's a reflection of yourself. So for me, for a long time, I didn't like my calves. So I would always check out other girls' calves. And if they were big, I'd be like, oh, she's got big calves. Because I think I have big calves. So I kind of felt later on when I sorted it all out, yeah, you know what, I think I'm just projecting. I'm looking at someone else and sort of thinking how I feel about that situation. She probably doesn't care about her calves. I mean, they're muscular and great and she looks awesome. It's me, and I'm sort of viewing it negatively because I feel negatively about it, about myself. Mm-hmm. Is that like a really long road to a small house to get there?
No, that was a great road. It's true, though. And even, you know, I think as women, we follow our mothers, and we tend to grow up with the same insecurities our mothers have had, right? So my mom, for instance, always struggled with her weight. And it was emotionally, it was tough for her. And she looks fantastic. There's nothing wrong with the way she looks, but I guess like most of us, she wanted to be the skinny girl, and she wasn't. So sometimes when I see, when I'm eating the kale and watching what I do, and I'm back on Weight Watchers and I'm doing all this stuff, I'm feeling good about it, but you know what? I'm suffering too. I want the chips. And then when I see someone that's, my height, my body type, but weighs 30 or 40 pounds more than me, I'm like, why would they do that? Why don't they go on Weight Watchers? What are they thinking? Like, all this is going through my head, but it's almost like it's not even me talking. It's just these insecurities from what you see growing up. It's like that movie Getting Ahead in Advertising.
Yeah.
It's like something growing on. It's just, and it makes you feel horrible because nobody understands all the sides of somebody's story. And, with weight being a huge issue for women, some women are happy to have extra pounds. There is no...
But that's, for some women, that's not, their image isn't their priority.
Exactly.
Right? And it depends where you place your priority. Like, let's not get all, like, sappy here. I mean, sometimes someone just looks kind of crazy. Like, maybe someone's wearing a scrunchie, and it's
well, there you have to judge.
See, come on. like, there are times, right?
There are times. Oh yeah, but I think too, for the most part, and I don't know if you're like this, Jacqueline. First comes the judgment. For me, when I see somebody, and whether it's weight or whatever it is, I'll think, I can help them. Like, I can tell them how they can fix this about themselves.
I bet they want that.
Oh, don't they?
Here's some bacon.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
Well, I mean, I think, okay, for me, it's not just that. I guess I tend to, and style. Style is another one, which is really funny coming from me. I've been living in Joe Fresh since my daughter was born, and I'm just starting to break out some of, like, Betsy Johnson and Max. Woo! But yeah, I think that it's basically that first impression, right? You see someone, and you automatically form an opinion based on the way that they look or carry themselves, or maybe something that they said, right? So first impressions, while lasting, sometimes they're just not fair, and I say that because I really hope people will give me a break when they see me outside with a scrunchie and Joe Fresh. But I don't wear a scrunchie. Just kidding. Not since 1980.
They are coming back, so don't diss the scrunchie. Yeah.
Oh my God, I was thinking
Fashion
that
alert,
we should try to get them back. Oh, wow. Those and JTFs, jeans that fit. Remember those?
Oh, no, I don't remember
those.
Or
GWGs.
Remember those? GWGs, I love those.
Yeah, did you? We should bring those back with the scrunchie. Okay.
Yeah, cowboy boots, GWGs. Right.
You digress. But I was going to take it back sort of to the caveman days, saying, but we have to judge because that's how we know if a situation is dangerous or safe, right? Right. So, like, is that dude going to eat me, spear me, cook me up for dinner? Yeah. That dude being a dinosaur, I'm saying. So we size up situations to evaluate them for safety concerns. Am I going to be, like, your snack, or are you a friend? So I think that we can blame the caveman for this. True. Judgment, because it does come from them.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's good to blame the caveman.
It is good to blame the caveman.
That's the human, animal,
That's the start of all judgment, right?
Exactly.
Caveman, important to note, not cave women. So on that note, want to judge me? So this is my weekly mom moment. My 4-year-old came home last week and told me that she has a boyfriend. She's 4. His name's Roger, and she's his girlfriend. He's her boyfriend. As much as a 4-year-old can communicate these terms. And it was cute for about 2 seconds. And here comes, where you're gonna want to judge me. But then I was like, "Who's Roger? What's going on that Roger that Maddie thinks it's her boyfriend? I'm gonna track Roger down."
Uh-oh. Look out, Roger. Here she comes.
So, Roger, little note to you. Stay away from Maddie. You've got another 36 years before she's allowed out of the bubble. Anyway, so...
oh, that's hilarious. And I missed, is Roger also 4?
I don't know. I don't know who Roger is. This is all the information we have at this point. I can't put a 4-year-old under a bare bulb and get her to talk, and I can't certainly do any sort of interrogation on her other than bribing her with sweets. And I don't know. Anyway, so that was Roger, and then 3 days later, I'm not even kidding you, she came home, and now she's in love with Foster. Now, I know Foster, he's good stock, but I'm not prepared for all this love stuff at 4 years old.
God.
Like, why does the drama have to start so early? I wonder if we can blame the cavemen for this, too. Okay, I want to move on to our next topic and our next glass of wine.
I think the next podcast we need to have Roger in here with the light on his face. And Foster. We're going to interview them for
but
son-in-law.
Roger, you're bad news, Roger. Don't corrupt my angel. Okay, so the next one. This one's big.
Yeah.
We did talk about this one with a group of girls not so long ago, and it was a really interesting conversation, but now I have you one-on-one. And things have changed a little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I was lying and playing innocent on the last podcast, but I'm gonna bear it all in this one.
Yep.
Like, not really. I'm gonna keep my clothes on, but I mean, emotionally, I'm gonna bear it all.
Okay, and I'm gonna judge you the whole time.
Awesome.
By the way.
Okay. It's gonna be hard because you can't see me because you won't wear glasses. So, this one, you and I had a little chat about this before too. I say little chat a lot. Like, I think we actually had a big conversation, but I always reduce things to little chats. We talked about aging. And, you and I are in our 40s. And you work in very much the fashion beauty industry. I work from home in my PJs. So it's a little easier it's easier for me now. But I worked in advertising until recently. I worked in the agency side. And I was surrounded by 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds who are all like fashion forward, like little hot things. They're, it's great to see. Like, I just love watching what they would wear every day. It was like my own free fashion show. But I did notice that, beside them, I felt very old. Like, all of a sudden I felt like, should I actually be wearing these shoes or these boots? Am I trying to look like them? Like, I actually felt my age.
You second-guessed yourself.
I second-guessed myself, and then I got insecure about it. I go home up to the mirror and check out my wrinkles, and oh my God, what can I do about that? And is that a gray eyebrow? And holy crap, what if they spot the gray? What will they do?
Wow.
Will they surround me, take me in the bathroom, and beat me up? Like, what will happen? I'm the elder now. So it led to some interesting thoughts about aging, and am I going to be like Diane Keaton and some of, the Hollywood classics and, gracefully age, or am I going to fight it?
Right. And what do you think?
Okay, so, let's have you answer that question first, and then we'll go into the dirt. I feel like you got to bear a few bones here, sister.
Well, first of all, I don't need glasses. Now,
okay, read this. What does it say? No, you can't. Look, you just pulled your head back because you couldn't see. That's what happens now. You need glasses. Don't fight it.
I know. You know what? I'm trying to think of the right words to say about your situation, first of all, because I think these people that you work with in this industry, I don't know if it's about the industry, I don't know if it's about the generation. I don't have children. I don't have a lot of exposure to young people myself. I tend to go with people my own age or people that are older than me. So it's hard for me to understand this, but is the issue, my question is why aren't these people looking to you as someone with experience that they can learn from, that they admire, that they want to be around? Why did it ever come to you second guessing yourself and feeling diminished by this generation? Like, is you feeling old is the effect of how you're treated in the workplace, right? I mean, I know we're all responsible for our own feelings and all this kind of stuff, but when you've got like 10, 15 people around you that are doing their little clique, that doesn't make any sense to me. Right? But anyways, getting back to the aging part of it.
Well, I just want to interject there, Dr. Phil. I wasn't really talking. about like they're not.
I hate those kids.
They weren't actually throwing stones at me and saying, "Oh my god, you're dumb." No, I mean, this is me living in my head, standing next to like a 25-year-old dressed in a
Okay.
really cool outfit, looking at her fresh, dewy face, thinking, "Huh, I don't have skin like that anymore." And when I stand next to them, of course you notice face to face how, you obviously notice your age, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so easy tag. That's what I meant. We're not going out to slay any millennials right now. And I noticed it. I mean, I noticed it anyway, obviously, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, you're getting older and things are changing. But like wearing glasses and in your 40s, there's so many things I love about your 40s. Like I do find that you have not a renewed, but a sort of a new sense of confidence, right? And kind of that je ne sais quoi, this is who I am, and I'm pretty happy about that, and I have all those things. That's great, but yeah, physically, I do feel my age coming on, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't always love it. I don't go, hey, see these wrinkles? They're just signs of every time I giggled or laughed. No, they're wrinkles. And, like these dark spots, that's not a badge of honor. That might be an age spot. We don't know. That could be a brown spot. That's skin discoloration. I'm not happy about it. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, hey, check out this badge of honor. This is for the time I gave birth or had a career milestone. No, not happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Over to you.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm the complete opposite to Jacqueline. Well, I wouldn't say complete opposite. I shouldn't say complete opposite. You know what? I think I don't see age. I don't see it in myself. I don't see it in you. I don't see it in my friends. I don't see it, and I don't care about it, and I don't think about it.
Okay, we need to get you a job in advertising.
Yeah, I think it's those millennials that. No, but I think. Yeah, I feel really good. I think I struggled more in my 20s, in my teens, in my 20s, and my 30s. I think in my 40s, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm the happiest with the way I look. I'm the happiest with who I am. And getting older doesn't scare. I'm physically better than I was. I wasn't a kid that played lots of sports and had all this agility. I'm more awake than I remember always wanting to have a nap in my 20s. Like, I feel like I was older then than I am now.
That's interesting.
But, yeah, and, hey, the little spots on my face, yeah.
I don't even see them. No, you look great. Yeah. And I certainly, I'm not suggesting it's a good way to feel.
No, but everybody feels so different. It's an important thing to talk about because everyone feels so differently about aging, and it's your upbringing, it's all that stuff too, and I don't know, Jacqueline, even how do you feel about people in your family or your friends that are older than you? Do you look at them and go, oh God, I don't want to look like that or be like that, or do you look at them and say, wow, there's so much wisdom, there's so much to learn, I actually like to be in their company, and you don't even look at the physical.
That's so true. I don't, but then again, I don't judge other people by the same,
that you judge
scale
yourself.
That I judge myself.
Right.
I actually, I had hydrotherm done.
Okay.
I'm sorry, so it's not called that. It's called thermage.
Thermage.
I think I was channeling a cosmetic product with a procedure. It's these, I'm going to get this wrong. If you just Google thermage, it's like these radio frequency signals that I just did around my eyes, that is supposed to, it's supposed to promote the production of collagen, which is what we lose as we get older, which is why, we notice some of the effects of aging. And of course, maybe with your German descent, you are going to age more slowly. I'm not sure. Your skin is amazing, but I have these puffy areas under my eyes on the orbital bone, which can tend, and I've read a lot about this with other women, it can tend to make you look older than you are, and they really bother me. I'm very aware of them, and maybe nobody else is, but I am. So I looked into a few things, and I ended up by getting a consultation and having thermage done. It is a little bit painful. It's more irritating, right? Like it's not invasive. It's just little pricks into your skin. It's not even a prick. It's just radio frequencies that stimulate the collagen.
So it feels like a vibration, or?
It feels like a little bit of a burning. It's heating up the collagen
Okay.
that's there and to stimulate it, and then they do your eyelids because our eyelids tend to sag a little when we get older, adding to that sort of look. The difference, if you look at a picture of yourself from 20 to 40, you'll start to see where the changes are. But so I felt that was my problem area, and these under eye things are to me a little not abnormal, but they're not as common. Like, I don't see them on other women. So I did look into it. It was a little costly. The effects lasted for about 2 days, and it was great, and then it was gone. And so I was really upset by that. And I went back, and they told me that because it's promoting the stimulation of collagen. I would notice that the collagen, my own collagen, would sort of repair itself and become more predominant in like about 3 to 6 months after the procedure. So you can only do this once a year, and apparently a lot of celebrities do it. I thought it was so-so, to be honest. I thought it was so-so. Maybe I will wake up in a month from now and I'll notice a huge difference. To date, I don't. So I did go back and I tried something called carboxy. And the other theory is that these we have these fat pads on our orbital bone, and as our skin thins as we get older and tends to sort of sag a bit, those pads become predominant, and that's what causes that appearance. Which may or may not be true in my situation. I mean, if that was, the reality, why don't we all have that? But so carboxy, they inject a little needle into the corner. I'm pointing to the outside of my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm talking on podcast with my hands. I'm gesticulating. So they blow some oxygen in, and you can feel it go right to the center of your eye, like to your tear duct, and it's the weirdest feeling. And then they kind of like massage it out to even it out. And the idea is that the oxygen breaks down the fat pad to reduce the appearance.
Oh.
I did it 4 times because I had a gift certificate. But you're supposed to do it about 10 times. I didn't notice anything after 4, and I thought even if it was free, I don't know that I would have kept doing it. Like at some point you just got to throw in the towel and say, I guess I have these things. So yeah, but the funny thing is, while I was there, I could see how women get drawn into it. Like I could totally see it because you're around, everyone at the desk, as, I'm sorry, they have very done lips, which I guess if you work there in and out, week in and week out, you probably kind of start to lose sight of what that really looks like.
Yes.
But people looked very done. And when I sort of complained about the lack of results that I wanted, they talked to me about maybe getting a filler. And it's just a slippery slope. So then you think, oh, well, okay, maybe I'll get a filler because they showed me that, maybe I'm really shallow in here and it's causing this to look like this. So anyway, I said no to the filler. That's the first time I've exercised self-control in a long time, but that one was going to hit my wallet. So, but yeah, like the way that they talk to you and the things that they can do for you, it's amazing that they can do this carboxy in your lower abdomen, and you never have to work out. You'll break up all the fat cells in your stomach. And I guess I'm a little old school. I love the feeling of getting exercise and getting, the endorphins going.
That's the fountain of youth right there.
Exactly. I don't need you to blow oxygen into my belly. Quite frankly, I can do that with cabbage. So
yeah, that's right. And I think like as you're telling me all of this, keep in mind when we look in the mirror, what is the face we're not smiling. We're looking in the mirror and we're going, what the hell is wrong with that face? And we're poking and prodding and judging, and we're looking at the spot. When I was in high school, I got so many pimples. That's probably why my skin looks okay now, because I had such oily skin. And one of my friends said, when you look in the mirror, look in your eyes. Don't look at your pimples, because nobody's looking at your pimples. They're looking in your eyes, and then you won't see the pimples anymore. And that helped me psychologically, because having acne is psychologically quite damaging,
I've heard that.
And so, even when you're talking to me now, that's all I'm like, Jacqueline, you are so beautiful. Like, there's nothing that I would change about you for 1 second. Like, but your inner beauty is so much like more a part of, that's what your face looks like when you're talking and expressing and smiling and laughing and all of those things. That's what people see. They don't
Yeah.
see a little bump under the eye.
Well, it's true. When you look in the mirror, I mean, have you heard of RBF?
No.
Resting bitch face? Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh,
I want to
Google
know
it.
that.
Hey guys, Google that one. That one's funny. It's what your face looks like when you're not aware of anything. Like, say you're riding your bike or you're walking down the street. What is your RBF? Like, some women, they call it bitch face, because some women just naturally have a scowl and they don't even realize it, right? And you just walk by them and you think they're really angry.
Oh, that's
But
hilarious.
that's called your resting bitch face. So when you're looking in the mirror, evaluating, that's what you're looking at.
Oh, that's great.
So that's a good point.
You know what my mother always said to me? You have to always smile at people when you see them. You gotta look happy, because when you turn 50, you have the face you deserve.
Oh,
so
your mom's
I'm an over smiler. I got like, my laugh lines are, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think when I look in the mirror, I'll remember the old, my eyes are up here.
Yes. Look in the eyes.
So I guess, like, in summary, my thing is, I will try certain things if, if there's something that I feel stands out about my face, that could be fixed without surgery. I'm not into plastic surgery, but, and I'm not against anybody who is. I totally get, why people do it, especially after going through this experience. But I just wanted a little solution for something that I'm very, self-conscious of. But it was an interesting insight into, how I can see the slippery slope that could become.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
It's like reading magazines all the time. I don't look at magazines anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't want to look at models. I don't want to look at those bodies.
No.
I want to feel good about how I look. And in summary, I would also like to add something that I tried, and I hope he's not listening, but a friend was up at the cottage and he left a very expensive face wash up there. And my skin by the end of the summer, like, I feel like I need just a good scrub. So he had this, it wasn't a scrub, it was just like a soap for men. And I'm like, I want to try this, just see what happens. And I swear to God, all the roughness in my skin is gone. Like, I almost feel like I should use men's it was Vichy something. I don't know. I don't know the name.
I think you need to find out.
I know.
Like an exfoliant.
Yeah, but it had no rough stuff in it. It was just like a soap. But I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh my God, my skin feels like a baby's bottom.
Oh my God,
not
maybe
the
men are
bottom
doing
of my
this to
shoe.
Us. Maybe they're making
to
their
start
own
using
product
men's
line that really
face
works, and they're
cleansers.
feeding us these product lines that are actually making us sag. I think we're onto conspiracy here. Okay, so
now you remember how we were talking about writing a book? Now we know we're going to write a book.
I don't think I want to write a book about this. In fact, we should have periscoped this so it was gone as soon as we said it. So you told me earlier you have a challenge for me.
I do. Well, especially now that you've used all these big words. Like
I know, like carboxy and
you'll probably already know what this word means.
Did I throw in proclivity? That's one of my favorite words. Okay, I didn't though.
Okay.
What's your challenge? What is this you're about to do?
All right. So, Jacqueline, do you know what the word absquatulate means?
I can say with complete confidence that I do not know what
I can't believe it. Okay.
Absquatulate?
Absquatulate.
Squatulate.
Yeah, absquatulate.
Like
with a Q.
Sasquatch descent. Absquatulate.
So this is what I challenge you with.
Okay. Why? I don't
Without
even know
knowing what that word means, I want you to use it in a sentence.
Oh my God. Are you really?
Yes.
Do you know how to use it in a sentence?
Well, yes, I do.
Oh my God, you're intellectually superior to me. I'm never going to call myself a writer again because I don't know that word. Absquatulate. While oh my God. I was at a cocktail party and I was most impressed when this dapper gentleman came over to absquatulate about the rareness of the piece of art on the wall.
Nice try.
Thank you.
Yeah, not right.
What?
Okay.
That sounds like it's totally right.
Okay. So now I'm going to use it properly in a sentence.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me what it means, okay?
Well, I feel like you don't know what it means. You just want me to tell you. I don't think you even know. Okay, go ahead. Let's give it a shot.
I've had a lot of wine today. I'm looking at those stairs that lead down to the girls' cave here.
Right.
The Drinks at 6 girls' cave. And I'm thinking that I need to absquatulate from this popsicle stand before I don't make it up those stairs anymore.
Departure?
Flee!
Flee?
Yes!
You want to flee the girl cave?
No, but that was the only thing I could think of fast in a sentence.
So if you have a dog and he has an itch, does he have an absquatulate on him?
Oh, good one! That took
like
me a while.
Yes, it did. No, I mean, you looked dumb. Flee, absquatulate. Oh,
get away, run away.
There's a fire.
Vacate.
We must absquatulate.
Yeah, see, I could have just said
but
that.
That's not verbally economical. Who's going to say in a fire, oh my gosh, let's absquatulate? No one even knows like how to say that. Or absquatulate is how that's going to come out. And then everyone sits and pours the scotch. And then alcohol makes fireworks. Okay. Well, that was really awesome. I'm going to try and use that. I don't know how, but I'm going to use that.
Okay, good. I can't wait. Maybe in the next, our next topic, you can use it. Fit it in somewhere.
I'm going to use it. Okay. You watch. You just sit back and wait for it,
I'm going to out-absquatulate you.
I can't. Okay, I'm not even going to try. All right, our final topic today. This one is kind of interesting because I think some people struggle with a fine line between, we're being told all the time, you have to put yourself first. It's kind of like, when you're on a plane, you got to take the oxygen mask and put it on yourself first before you can help anybody else. It's not being selfish. Maybe that's a really bad example. Okay.
No, that's a good one. Everyone can relate to that one.
Okay, but
I think
is that putting yourself first? Like, you're
Yes.
putting yourself first, because you are the most important person to you. And it's not meaning that you're not helping other people, but it means that, your needs have to be just as important, if not more, than anyone else. I mean, I'm sure that's self-preservation too. But I guess it all leads to like drawing boundaries and, standing up for yourself and supporting yourself.
Self-respect.
And then there is being downright selfish.
Yeah.
Right. But I do find that people get confused between, and I do too. Like, I'm not going to lie. There are times where I have to wonder, am I being selfish or am I putting myself first?
Exactly.
Yeah, like...
So in what situation would you feel that way? Like, where there wasn't a clear... That's hard to think
That's hard to think of a situation. Maybe the time that I pushed Maddie out of the way so I could get served ice cream first. I felt...
That's selfish. Mommy dearest.
No, I can't actually think of a situation of my own. But I can think of situations where, I would be dealing with people who would have to, I can't think of particulars. So maybe this wasn't a great topic.
No, it's good. I get it at work more.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, for instance, I just did this big trip out to the East Coast. Down East. I shouldn't say out East. Down East.
Down East.
Down East. And I came home and I had a million things that I just wanted to get in order personally before I went back to my studio and faced my staff. And I did it, but I felt selfish doing it. I felt selfish for getting groceries when I should be back there having the Monday meeting and getting back on track with everything we need to do. I felt selfish for going to get my nails done because I'd been swimming in the ocean and I needed a pedicure so bad and I felt so gross. I felt like all of these different things I was doing. I went to the farmer's market. I went and did some banking. And it was all personal stuff. And I felt so guilty by the time I waltzed, like, to me, in my head, oh, now I'm waltzing into work at 2:00 while these guys are all working. But do you know how productive I was from 2 till 6?
Yeah,
had I not done that stuff, I would have been like, oh shit, I still got to do groceries. I got to do this. I got to do this.
Yeah.
It's so, like, it's ridiculous. Okay. So I keep trying to remind myself, even in the mornings when I think, I got a lot of work to do. Do I really have time for that bike ride? Yes, you do.
But you're right. Like, you're not being selfish. You're setting yourself up in the way that you know best to make yourself productive.
Right.
I don't think that's selfish at all.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, other people are working, but this is, one of the things about owning your own company. You decide where you put your time, and it's not like you call it quits every day at 6:00. I've seen you work all night. Like,
Yeah.
you're not a 9 to 5er.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
right.
were and you breezed in, after everyone had pulled an all-nighter and whatever, then yeah, maybe you were being selfish, but you weren't. This is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now I understand my own topic. I realize. Okay, so being a mom, that's like, for me, that's such a great area to feel selfish in, because, you feel like, people just need you, want you all the time. And I don't mean like in a Angelina Jolie, Sharon Stone kind of way. I mean, like, everyone wants something from you at some point, and there's not a ton of appreciation, as I wonder if some moms can attest. So my daughter Maddie, she needs something from me. She needs it now. It could be a stuffy, it could be a sippy cup, it could be like whatever. It's always so urgent. My husband walks in the door, he needs this, he forgot to do this, his emergency becomes my problem, blah 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 blah. And, I work from home every day. So I rush everyone out the door in the morning. I get her over to school. I get snacks made. I get knapsacks packed. I clean as much as I can. I know I have like a full day ahead of me. And there are times where I've known that I could push a deadline or two. And I will, I'll make secret guilty snacks and watch 2 movies back to back on the couch with the blinds closed.
Good for you.
But I feel selfish, and I would never tell my husband that, and he'll never listen to my podcast.
Does he listen to it?
No, it's too long. And he's not allowed in the podcast cave, so I think he's a little resentful, but we should put like some Charlie's Angels posters and the Farrah Fawcett one from the 70s. Remember that?
I'm going to bring my Xanadu poster.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
But that's like, it's funny how, like, not to go off topic, but that, we are wired as women to feel guilty about taking time to ourselves and doing the things that we need to do to recharge. Like, yeah, maybe I had a great night's sleep, but emotionally I need to recharge. I have gone 7 days without any time to myself.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's just impossible to do. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, my kid's out the door, my husband's gone, this deadline can wait a few extra hours, I'm going to watch a movie.
Yeah, so, what is, like, I don't understand why we have that guilty feeling. I'm the same with my husband. He likes to watch movies to decompress.
Yeah.
And he'll watch a couple of movies and then he'll do what he's got to do and whatever. And I'm like, that's fine. Good for him. I'm happy he's relaxing. I feel good about it. Yeah. Does he feel guilty? No.
No, I know.
And then when I want to take time, I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be too long. I just really need to get a pedicure. And he goes, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, what? But I'm already asking, it's like I'm asking him forgiveness for not
and permission.
And permission. Like, I'm not working. I'm not going to be cooking. I'm not going to be that. Like, I put myself in all these roles. And luckily I married a guy that doesn't give a crap. He's like, yeah, whatever. If you don't want to cook, don't. Like,
yeah,
you've had a busy week. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. And I like, no, I got to do this. Like, this is my role. Or
P.S. small plug for justeat.ca.
Yeah,
that's my favorite cooking. But yeah, you feel like, you especially. I mean, you don't just you create the product for, like, Glam Jewels is all over North America. You create the product. You personally, with some help in the studio, make all this jewelry. You source all of your materials. You're staying on top of fashion and trends and colors, everything to stay, relevant and ahead in your business and your sales, and you're going to shows and you're meeting your customers because you're a people person and your personality is a very big part of your business. You work like a dog. Mm-hmm. You don't look like one, you look great, but you work like a dog, and yet you go for a pedicure and you feel guilty. Now that I'm saying that out loud to you, doesn't that sound crazy?
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, like, isn't that the perk of working for yourself? But yeah, you're your worst boss, really, because no one else is putting that. Although if my husband walked in at 11:30 a.m. and there I was eating poutine and watching The Other Woman again, I might catch some slack. But, he just gets all stressed about the mortgage. Whatever, it'll take care of itself. But yeah, we
Yeah.
feel like we're programmed to feel that way. And like with
Mm-hmm.
kids, and maybe this is why, like for us, we pay for a nanny, and Maddie just started JK, so I feel like I'm doing everything hourly financially. So my clients pay me hourly. I pay my nanny hourly. If I take 2 hours and sit on the couch, I calculate in my mind what that's costing somebody, me, my husband. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Yeah.
But yet, Maddie will go to bed and I'll be on my laptop for 3 hours till midnight just doing other work stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we are putting in our time.
Yeah, and do you think that it could be because we're sort of a new generation in the way that we work? Like we came from parents that had jobs that were 9 to 5. They worked during these times. They worked to provide for the family. It
Yeah.
wasn't the dream job, but having a job is not about a dream. It's about providing for your family, right?
Yep.
And now, when I take a rest or I say, okay, that's enough, I just need time alone, um, that's when all my ideas come. That's when I become creative. Like, that's when the magic happens, but I don't trust it. Right? So
Because you
that's,
feel selfish.
yeah, I feel selfish. I feel like, okay, I'm not doing anything right now. And there are people working really hard. Like that girl at Tim Hortons, she's making whatever, $11 an hour, working her buns off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here having a pedicure at 10 o'clock in the morning. Forget that I was up till 3 the night before. I forgot that was yesterday. Right now, it's 10 a.m. and I got my feet in soap and I'm not feeling good about it.
Yeah. Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts? Or you've got your feet in the pedicure pond and you're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just can't let yourself take that breath. Like, I can't miss anything. I can't skip a beat just because I'm doing something for me.
Yeah, exactly.
My husband bought me a certificate for a spa, which would probably, given what the certificate is, would probably be like an afternoon at the spa for me. And I don't know when I'll ever take that. I think I have to let the world know I'm having a sick day. And I would even call it a sick day. I wouldn't even say it was a me day. Like, people take personal days at work and then they take sick days. When you work for yourself, you don't take a personal day because you just don't feel like you're justified.
Yeah.
Isn't that, like, that's crazy. And I know a lot of women who feel that way. Like, they feel like, you've got to put all this time in, right? You've got to put all this time in to prove your productivity, to prove your worth, but you never take that time back for yourself. Exactly. That's when we get into ruts, and that's when we get into, negative feelings about ourselves, our jobs, our marriage, our relationships, because we're overextended and we don't feel that we have the right to put up our hand and set a boundary.
Yeah, that's right.
We let, people take advantage of our time no matter what time at night I'm answering client emails. Like, why don't I just draw a line in the sand and say, hey, after 7 p.m., I'm off the grid?
Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah. And my husband says that to me all the time. He's like, why are you answering an email at 11? You're actually now feeding into this idea that you're always available.
Well, you are creating that, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, but they want to buy something. He goes, they can buy it tomorrow.
And they're probably sending you the email, so it's off their plate.
Yeah.
And they know you'll get it in the morning.
Yeah.
And they just remember to ask you. But you're like me. You're like, oh, they need an immediate response.
And I want them to tell all their friends that Monica, the owner of Glam Jewels, answered me at 11 and I got that necklace like in 2 days. And right, in the meantime.
But you always have to answer my wine distress emails at 11, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, those actually alert me.
Yeah, I like to wake you up when you're just dozing off. But I mean, when you're being selfish, I mean, I guess there's a difference. It's funny. Maybe the question isn't the difference between what you're doing as being selfish and, putting yourself first. I think really what the topic is that why do we feel that putting ourselves first is being selfish?
Yeah.
I think that's more the issue that we struggle with. I would love to know from our listeners who feels that way. Like, who feels bad or guilty when you take, a 1 hour spa break or a half an hour hot bath, or you just close the bathroom door to lock everyone out, just to get some time to yourself. Like, who feels bad about that? Because I'm guessing that just because we're alone in the girl cave here, I don't think we're alone in the idea. So I want to hear from you guys. Monica and I would love to hear what you've got to say about that topic. I think this was a great podcast. I really love those topics today.
Me too.
Yeah,
Good.
you did great.
You did awesome.
But you know what? I really want to squatulate now from the... I used it. But I don't really want to squatulate because
I don't want to squatulate
ideas all day. But you know what? The wine is running out, sister. So hey, if you liked today's podcast, we'd love to hear from you and subscribe to us. You can find us on YouTube where you are, or you might be listening to us on Stitcher, SoundCloud, or iTunes. I'm not sure. But wherever you are, subscribe and listen for the next podcast next week. You can also find copies of all of our podcasts, previous and the ones that we're doing now, on Drinks at 6, www.drinksatsix.com. And by the way, if you need a little pick-me-up and you want to give your wardrobe a little splash, or you want to feel kind of fun and funky, you've got to check out Monica's stuff, because I always throw it on when I need to perk myself up. Or my outfit, I can wear like plain black, throw in some glam, whole new outfit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Glam jewels will always...
They're amazing. So Glam Jewels, GLAMJULZ.com. So leave us your comments and let us know what you thought about today's podcast. And have you got any ideas, anything you want us to talk about, or think you want to be on the podcast, or know someone who should? So give us a shout, leave us a comment. And until next week.
See you next time. Cheers.
Cheers. We must squatulate now. Squatulate?